Assalamualaikum and welcome to our suit review of this asim jofa replica which I've just completed. This is design number 2123 and these are available through Jan's Sewing Solutions, where I hope to actually give you a full insight into what you're buying. Recently, I've been highlighting in some of my videos how internet buying can be very deceptive, and sometimes you experience faults with suits that you buy online and they're not up to scratch, and they don't meet sometimes they don't meet what the photo portrays. Okay, so my point here is to highlight any problems that you may encounter. And so anyway, with these suits, with this particular suit, what we encountered was the length of the suit was slightly coming shorter than what I had actually wanted as an end result. Now there is a slight bit of a variation, and this is sometimes due to the photo, you know, the image that the photo is trying to portray in actual to reality, and this can be due to color variations of lighting and so on. So this is obviously an original which is quite costly, and what we're offering is replicas, so there will be slightly marginal differences. Now in this particular instance, the main difference here is possibly maybe the fabric may be different. I haven't actually seen the originals of these, but to the naked eye, what the obvious difference is that the embroidery on this is a slightly goldenish color, whereas the embroidery on this is cream. Now also the design has gone shorter, the kameez length has gone shorter, so the model here is wearing a lot shorter kameez, and we wanted the longer version of the kameez, so we had to resort to adding our own extras. The other thing with the photo images is that they are taken on stick thin models. Now I was actually just showing, somebody had walked in, one of my colleagues, and I was showing her this suit, and she said, well, it looks a lot nicer on the photo, and one of the reasons why it looks a lot nicer on the photo is because it's a very thin model. She's standing in a beautiful environment, and the photo has probably been taken multiple of times. She's dressed for the occasion, and many other factors. So when you're looking at something with the naked eye, especially when it's sewn in quite a large size, the effect might not be the same. So this is why we're often we're often misguided by photos, and we don't think of the end consequences, like, am I like the model? Am I going to carry it off like the model? Or especially when there's particular poses that have been done by the model. Like in this particular instance, this is a sleeveless dress, where sometimes having plain sleeves on a dress is not the same as a sleeveless dress. Obviously the bare minimum looks far more attractive, and this is one of the reasons why Islamically we're actually told to cover, because obviously it's far more appealing when somebody sees you in a state like this. Anyway, those are all the things that are to bear in mind. Now, one other thing that I want to point out, quite recently this is a member of mine. She's been a regular member for a very long time, and she's a very large size lady, and she asked my opinion on whether it was whether she would be able to wear a trouser, or whether she would be able to carry it off. Now it's very difficult for me to say to someone, right, how something is going to look on you, because sometimes I feel actually unsure and I feel uncomfortable in wearing certain types of clothing, and this is one of the reasons for that. Is obviously as we get older, we want our Asian culture demands that we wear more of a sophisticated look, and not the what the teenagers or what the youngsters are wearing. So sometimes I'm conscious of this. As I get older, I am more and more conscious of the kind of stuff that I should be wearing. and I don't feel as comfortable in wearing like the patella salwar and the dhoti salwar and the rest of it. I'd love to design them, and if I was 10, 20 years younger, I would have loved to have worn them. But you know, situation now is that it doesn't. These things, I feel that they don't suit me. They don't suit my image. Now this goes with the trouser also. If it's a tight fitted trouser, one, I have put on weight, and being conscious of my weight, I feel that I am unable to carry the trouser off. But this trouser, the only way you're going to find out is actually to try it out yourself. And I would suggest follow the sort of fairly wide fitting trouser and see how you feel with that. Try it on a cheaper fabric, and if you're comfortable, then you know what, go ahead and go for it. Now this particular suit, I've made it for a member of my family, and she's a little bit on the larger size, and she's very conscious of her weight and stuff. And when she has clothes sewn, she has to pick what she feels will not look like you know, it's a tent. So some fabrics do not go well and do not carry well. Now I don't know whether she's actually comfortable in wearing trousers, but I've made her a fairly wide trouser, and now I'm going to take it to her and I'm going to see if she's comfortable with this. I thought it was very nice, and do you know what, I would feel comfortable wearing a trouser like this, because this is a very wide fitting trouser. It's very comfortable, and it's one that majority of people can carry off. So if you're a first timer, I would say try one of these type of trousers out, and I'm sure you'll be convinced by wearing it. Now the kameez as well, this is a lot wider. This is like a size 18, and you can make quite a large size in this, but they don't, you know, if I was to make this in a size 10, I would tell you that this would look far more attractive than what it is, but that doesn't mean that a bigger person cannot carry it. And you know, it's perfectly suitable for any size. And I think you could probably make this suit into a size 20, up to a size 20. So this is just a little bit of a guidance. I have extended a slight bit of on the shoulder, and I added lace there just to finish this. I mean, these were my personal touches. I added the little bit of the lace on the sleeve. The sleeves are fully lined. I added lace at the daman of this because I wanted the length extended, and then I've used the pink, and she's actually made a pink salwar with this as well. So she's got the choice of wearing the trouser or the salwar, and I bought additional fabric to do the lining, and that's really a very pretty result. I hope she likes it, and inshallah there will be another one that I will be making for her, which will be in this design. This is the Fiona range, so that's the second of the suits that I will probably be sharing with you. Now these are slightly larger sizes, but I want you to sort of get the idea of what we can do. Now what I've done with this particular one is I bought a few additional extras which I will be adding to make this suit into a slightly more lavish and extravagant, because she's going to wear this to like a event, and I want it look really nice, because this family member of mine, she's also my teacher, so I'm doing the respect of the teacher and trying to serve her well. So inshallah I will be sharing that with you. For the moment I am going to be updating you on our latest ending of the quiz, so do join me for that video, and take care. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you again soon.